Hi, friends. Welcome to Welcome Wednesday. My name is Amy Peters. If we have not had an opportunity to meet yet, I just want to say welcome. I am so happy to be here with you today. And actually, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be talking about the holidays. As you guys know, we are well into the month of December. We have managed to make our way through Thanksgiving, so congratulations to you for that. And you are probably watching this video because you're on your health journey, and maybe it's utilizing GLP-1s, maybe it's incorporating in another certain program, but ultimately what you're looking for is optimal health and well-being. And I, along with the folks over at Virginia Wellness, are here to help you achieve those goals. So today we're going to talk a little bit about creating a balanced holiday meal plan. The holidays start to stress us out a little bit, right? I know that myself, even just being beyond, I'd like to say beyond the weight loss phase of a health journey, because I feel like your health, you're always contending for every single day. So we are not really ever done trying to be on a health journey. There really is not a finish line, if you will, for your health. It is something that you will contend for the rest of your life if it's important to you. So let's talk a little bit about creating that holiday meal plan, because planning and preparation are key in making sure that you're successful through the holidays. So when you are changing your habits, and probably a lot of you have been doing that by, again, maybe utilizing GLP-1s or a certain type of program. So maybe you've been successful. I don't know how far you've been in your journey, but maybe you've been pretty successful and you've noticed that your clothes are fitting a little differently. You're noticing that you have a little bit more energy, maybe a little bit more control over food, but more importantly, you have probably more confidence and your mood is a lot better. And who couldn't benefit from a better mood, especially during this stressful time of the year? So what's most important is that we can recognize our relationship with food and habits and be able to move beyond that in this holiday season. So the most important thing is that we try to keep our blood sugar stable so that there aren't any huge sugar cravings. When you can feel satisfied and when you feel like that sugar is under control, your sugar levels are balanced, you will have less cravings, meaning that you're going to be less tempted by those cookies in the break room or those holiday treats or the cookies or the festive party drinks and all of the things. So that's the most important thing, is to how do we fuel our body so that we can avoid those pitfalls or those temptations around the holidays. So there are a couple of things that we can do ahead of time to kind of reduce the amount of stress that we are experiencing. So the first thing I always recommend is just to maybe just take a second and sit down with your calendar and look at your month from today through today's December the 4th. So from today to probably to New Year's, or maybe not to New Year's Day. So look through the entire month of December and see what you have planned on your calendar. Maybe cookie exchanges, family parties, holiday gatherings with your coworkers, maybe just going out with friends, trips, Christmas light seeing, whatever it is that you have planned for the holidays. Sit down and kind of write that out, sort of get it out of your head, put it on pen and paper, either, in a digital calendar, possibly, or even on a physical calendar, and plan ahead as to what your food and drink choices are going to be. Because again, if you don't plan, probably you're going to be more likely to fall off course. So it's really important to kind of think ahead and prepare for what's coming in this month. So the way that I kind of try to encourage clients to be successful is to have a meal plan. So again, here comes this word again, plan. And the topic of this talk is creating a balanced holiday meal plan. And you can hear how often this word is going to come up. I use this a lot with my clients, that they have to plan ahead of time, because if we are left up to our own devices without a specific goal in mind, we are never going to achieve the goal. So the meal plan should be very simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it very easy. The last thing that you want to do is to stress about eating. There's plenty of other things, gift shopping and finances and family, relatives, in-laws, all of the things that stress us out, kids, and making sure that you're having to be everywhere that you need to be. So make a meal plan that you can stick with. Go to the grocery store, buy some things, like as you're looking at your calendar, kind of think ahead. Our kid has a Christmas concert at the school on this day, so this is what we're going to do for dinner, or this is what we're going to do on this day because we're going to be traveling. So try to get an idea of some things that you want to do ahead of time. Also take this opportunity to stock your fridge, your cabinets, your pantries with some very simple, easy grab and go items. So we are firm believers that keeping blood sugar stable is one of the ways that you can do that is to eat every few hours. So about every 3 hours, you want to eat something to fuel your metabolism, and you want to make sure that's a healthy choice. So if you eat something that is laden, that's high in carbohydrates, thinking laden with sugar or starches that's going to break down into sugar, your body's going to burn through that pretty quickly, leaving you unsatisfied. It's going to feed that hunger in the moment, but it's going to also leave you probably in the next 30 minutes to an hour starving again. So you're going to be hungry again and trying to figure out, okay, now what do I eat? And then that normally turns into a binge eating type of scenario. So really what you are wanting to do is to eat something high in protein every 3 hours. So I normally recommend having some things ready to go either at your office or at home. Think of nuts, maybe hard-boiled eggs, low-fat cheese sticks, fruits and vegetables that are pre-cut, maybe even pre-portioned in Ziploc bags or small Tupperware containers, and maybe some protein bars. Okay, something that's easy and grab and go through the holiday season. So as you're out running errands, Christmas shopping, wrapping gifts at home, going from here to there, you want something quick and easy. And if you can grab something every 3 hours and kind of making sure that you're getting that in your system, that's going to, if it's high in protein, it's going to keep you satisfied and feeling full longer. It's also going to help you, again, retain lean muscle. So that's making sure that while you're on your weight loss journey, on your health journey, if you're trying to lose weight, that's going to help you retain lean muscle. But it's also going to keep that blood sugar stable so that there aren't going to be those spikes and those cravings. So stock ahead, stock up your pantries with some grab and go easy choices. And then I always recommend too, I think it's a really good idea to have what I call a rescue meal or a last minute meal. These are the in case of emergency type meals. This is where something pops up in the holidays. This is just life in general, but especially around the holidays, sometimes things will pop up unexpectedly that we're not thinking about. So these are going to be items that the criteria is basically you can make it in 30 minutes or less. You don't need a recipe in order to make it happen. And it's easily kept in your pantry or in your freezer. So one of the things that I love to make, and this is one of those items that is my rescue meal, is just something very simple like chicken and cauliflower rice. Okay, it sounds very basic, very simple, but these are things, again, like soups or wraps or things like that you can throw together. Maybe even like a slow cooker recipe. Like if you have a crock pot, there are very there's some really good recipes out there that are low carb, high protein crockpot recipes, and you could find some of those as well to kind of make, and then it's less stress. You kind of put it all together maybe the night before and turn it on first thing in the morning, and then you have dinner that evening for you and your family. But the chicken and cauliflower rice recipe that I love, I buy this chicken that is pre-cooked and it's diced in a pouch that I keep frozen. So it's a frozen item. One bag is enough. It's a protein serving size for me. And then I do 1 bag of cauliflower rice. So it's a whole bag. I think it's like 80 calories for the entire bag of cauliflower, riced cauliflower, or cauliflower rice, however you want to say it. But riced cauliflower. And so you pop that in the microwave. It's done in 5 minutes. The chicken is pre-cooked, but I still put it in the skillet and kind of brown it up a little bit. I put it in over top of the cauliflower rice. Sometimes if I'm in an Asian type of mood, I'll put a little bit of sugar-free teriyaki sauce in it. If I'm more in a Tex-Mexy kind of mood, I might chop up a half of an avocado and toss it in and mix it in with maybe some low-fat cheddar cheese, or some low-calorie or low-fat jalapeno ranch dressing if I'm looking for something a little more spicy. So again, that meal takes really honestly less than 10 minutes to throw together. So anything like that you have that can be frozen or it's in your pantry that you can throw together less than 30 minutes, that's a rescue meal. And that is something that, again, can feed you or your whole family. Or if it's one of those nights where like the kids and the spouse want pizza and you want something obviously a little healthier, that's a really good way for you to be able to do that. So, making food less stress, again, planning out your meals a little ahead of time, making a list before you go to the grocery store, adhering to that list, but having in mind what you're going to be doing for the holidays. So let's say that you're going to a party or you're going to a friend's house for dinner, or, even as you're eating at home, you're like, well, how much do I eat, Amy, and what do I eat? I'm always nervous about going to a friend's house and they don't know that I'm trying to lose weight, or they don't know that I'm on my health journey, or maybe they do, but, they're still adhering, and you don't want to be that one guest that has all of the special needs of the things that you want them to fix for you. You're kind of like, I don't want to offend anyone, but I also don't want to make a big deal about me being on my health journey and not wanting to eat certain things. So keeping in mind, again, that protein not only fuels the muscles, it's going to keep you feeling fuller longer. So always opt for protein options. And, you're always wanting to eat at least 2 servings of vegetables. So the general rule for me is, if I have a plate, no matter what size it is, you want to make half of the plate non-starch vegetables. So that could be like green beans if you're having like a sit-down meal. Again, that's a really easy dish to be able to take if you're going to a party and you're needing to take a covered dish. Just some plain green beans are always a good option, or a salad of some sort is also a really good option. Or again, riced cauliflower and broccoli medley you could throw together. So half of your plate needs to be half or non-starchy vegetables. Again, if you're at a holiday party and it's like a cocktail party, possibly even, and there's maybe you have a charcuterie board, or maybe there are food stations. Again, you can choose for like the raw vegetables that when I love it when you go to a holiday party and like there's this whole spread of food, and someone brought the Costco veggie tray that has all of the different vegetables in it, and that's always the thing that like hardly has ever touched. Everybody's always digging into the cookies and the carby kind of things, because that makes us feel good in the moment. Again, that's the comfort food that we gravitate towards. But if you can try to think about half of your plate being vegetables, that's a really good start. And then a quarter of the plate should be your protein. So, your chicken, your turkey, if you're having roast beef or prime rib or anything like that, that's fine too. Fish is always a really good option because it has omega-3s. So that's a really good healthy option if you have that ability to do that. But a quarter of the plate should be protein. And then the other quarter, you can do a carb source. So by carb source, what I mean is a fruit, or it could be a starchy vegetable, or it could be a grain of some sort. So that would be the other piece of the puzzle. So when you're looking at your plate and you're looking at the pie, if you will, half of the plate is going to be non-starchy, preferably green leafy type vegetables, a quarter protein, and then a quarter of that is going to be your carb source. So again, think fruit, grains, or a starchy vegetable. Okay, possibly potatoes, or some new potatoes or something like that. So the goal, obviously, with holiday eating is to always feel satisfied and not stuffed. So I feel like Thanksgiving, a lot of times we eat because it's the time of year when you eat all of the good things. And it's just so crazy because when I think growing up, a holiday meal, a Thanksgiving meal, it was always just the opposite of what I just described to you. Is basically, an eighth of the plate was turkey, and then the whole rest of the plate, I'm sorry, and maybe like another little piece of that might have been green beans, but then the whole rest of the plate was macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and gravy and stuffing and cranberry sauce and all of the things that are high laden in sugars and carbohydrates. So and then we end up feeling bloated, and we feel tired, and we feel like we overate, and we're not feeling good about ourselves. And so that confidence that we worked towards as we've been on our weight loss journey, as you've been making choices and losing weight and feeling great, and your mood has changed, and your confidence is bigger and stronger and better, one meal could really knock you off track. So the idea, again, is to always feel satisfied and not stuffed. And listen, don't really ever make any foods eliminated. I don't know the best way to say that. So never make a food totally not an option. All right. So this is where we need to practice balance, versus indulgence. And around the holidays, we want to be able to celebrate. We want to be able to do things with our friends and our family. We're going to talk about this over the next couple of weeks. But I know that if someone tells you that you can't have donuts over the holidays, that maybe you've never really been a donut person. Maybe you don't even really like donuts. But as soon as I say to you, don't eat any donuts over the holidays, you are going to be craving nothing but donuts. You're going to be so focused on it. You're going to be like, I want a donut. It's going to be the only thing that you obsess about and that you can't stop thinking about. So I kind of feel like whenever we're told we can't have something, it's the one thing we truly do want, even if we've never wanted it before in our lives. Now all of a sudden we want it. So kind of keep your mind open and allow yourself choices. This again is working on that mental piece, rebuilding your relationship with food. So I don't deprive myself of anything. If I want a chocolate chip cookie, I'm going to eat a chocolate chip cookie. The difference is because of confidence, because of better mood, because of better fitting clothes and all of the things associated with being healthy, losing weight, having a healthy mindset, I don't eat a dozen chocolate chip cookies. Okay, so it's about moderation. So, and maybe choices for things, have a chocolate chip cookie and then maybe not have something else later on. But again, planning ahead and allowing yourself a little bit of grace so that it doesn't become an emotional decision for you. It has to be a calculated decision so that, you pick one day that you decide you're going to have some holiday drinks, or you pick one day that you're going to have, cookies. Maybe you're going to a cookie exchange, and that's going to be the one day that you decide you're going to have a cookie or maybe two. And you just allow yourself that opportunity if you choose, but never say to yourself you can't have something. Okay. And I really want to challenge you over these next couple of weeks to take the word can't out of your vocabulary. Like, never say I can't have something, because I'm assuming that if you are here and you are part of this, this conversation, and if you're part of this health journey, that you are old enough to make decisions and choices about things. So you are never not allowed to have anything. Like, you can have whatever you want. It's what are you choosing in that moment. So take the word can't out. So never say, oh, I can't have that. I'm trying to lose weight. I can't have this, or I can't have that. The only time you really can't have something is if medically you're either allergic to it, or it's going to somehow be detrimental to your health if you eat it, For example, if you have diverticulitis, you literally can't have seeds, or you probably shouldn't, right? Or that's going to put you in the hospital. So there obviously are some things that you definitely can't have. But as far as weight loss and your health journey and the things that you are choosing to eat over the holidays, it is truly just that. It's just a choice. And we have an opportunity in this season to make it the best, the brightest, the joyous, the merriest holiday season that we possibly can, and still be able to enjoy the holidays, but still stay in tune with our goals, with our everything that we're wanting to do with our health. So do me a favor, in the comments, maybe just tell me, how you're feeling this holiday season. Tell me what things you do to help you navigate through the holidays, or maybe some things that you struggle with, and maybe we can address those. Maybe we can talk, we can have a chat about that, and work towards these goals together. So if you can, like and subscribe to this channel so that you get notifications whenever the next video pops up. So again, thank you for joining me on Wellness Wednesday, and I'll see you again soon.